Hello everybody, this is Pastor Ken from Larbert Baptist Church inviting you to another thought for the day. This is Wednesday the 15th of June. Now I want to dedicate, if that's the correct word, I'd like to dedicate this little thought, this little talk, this little chat which will hopefully make you think. I want to dedicate this to my good friend and colleague Norman Graham, Pastor Norman Graham. A huge congratulations to Norman. Some of you may know that he was attempting to do this long walk in Spain, this Camino. He set out towards the end of May in Seville, in the south of the country, and he has made it all the way to the northwestern corner of Spain, to Santiago de Compostela. It took him about 6.5 weeks. And he's tramped and trudged his way through all sorts of weathers. He's gone through rain and thunderstorms. He's gone through sweltering heat and everything in between. The temperature in Spain at the moment, in the south of the country anyway, is set to reach 45 degrees centigrade this week. Now, in Fahrenheit, that is well over 110 degrees. So you can imagine walking 15, 20, 25 kilometres in that particular heat. So that's the type of thing that Norman has overcome. He has walked 1,000 kilometres, that's 650 miles, and he has made it to the finishing line. So well done to Norman. Now, he's attempted this, he won't mind me saying, he's attempted this on several occasions. He attempted it with myself in 2018, but had to abandon that particular venture because of ill health. He had to come home for minor surgery. Then the next year, he didn't want to do it in 2019 because we were embroiled in the whole Brexit business, and he wasn't quite sure how that would affect foreign travel. So he gave 2019 a miss. And of course, 2020 and 2021 were the years of COVID, so he wasn't able to do it then. So finally, on the 5th or 6th attempt in 2022, he managed to go and complete the Camino. Now, I'm calling it the Camino because that's the Spanish word for this particular walk. And Camino simply means way. And it's a wonderful word to use, especially when you're over in Spain, because it's the exact same word that's used in the Bible when Jesus says he is the way, the truth and the life. John 14 and verse 6. Jesus is basically saying, or that's translated in Spanish, I am El Camino, I am the way. So there's all sorts of spiritual connotations and conversation starters when you tell people in Spain that you're on the way. Now, just like Norman, this has reminded me, of course, that we as Christians have to follow the narrow way, the path that the Lord Jesus Christ has for us. And we're reminded, of course, that we enter through the narrow gate, and that gate is hard to find. It's hard to get on the path. I was just reminded of that because Norman found it hard to get on the Camino on his way. Well, we as Christians, spiritually speaking, we have to find that narrow gate, and we have to stay on that narrow path that the Lord has chosen for us. It's much easier just to go through the wide gate and go up the broad way, which is where the vast majority of people are going. Now, I may have shown you this picture before, but I'm going to show it to you again. This is a picture that I was able to take from my grandmother's house when it was being cleared out after her death. Nobody wanted this particular picture, so I took it. It used to be a very famous picture. It depicts the broad and the narrow way, and you'll not be able to see it because of the small writing and the detail that's on this, but there's loads of texts here, and there's loads of illustrations of what it's like to find and to go up the narrow way, and how easy it is to find the other way, the path that leads to destruction. So without any further waffle from myself, I hope you can see this There's not too much reflection, but you can see, if I can hold it here, maybe you've seen this picture before, pardon me for being a wee bit awkward, but you can see the broad gate, and you can see the broad road, and there are many people on that road, and you can see tucked over at the other side, you can see the little narrow gate, and you can see the difficult path that goes up there. This used to be a very famous painting. It hung in a lot of homes, a lot of Christian houses, but you don't see it so much nowadays. I just fancied it and thought I would hold on to it and place it in my own study here in the house. So it's a wonderful depiction, and I know you can't make it out, but there are lots of texts going up and down both paths. If I can just, it's welcome, a big welcoming sign for the Broadway, and the narrow way is practically hidden. You can hardly see the little gate that you have to go through there. So that's one of my favourite pictures, and as I said, it's a good reminder of where we're on and where we're going. So it's just a reminder, friends, and an encouragement to each and every one of us. First of all, for those of us who have already embraced the Lord Jesus Christ, who profess to follow him, we have found that narrow gate, and we have entered in along that narrow, winding, twisting and dangerous path. Can I just say to all of you who have found the gate and who are on that path, to persevere, because it's not easy, especially in times like this, where Christians are being marginalised and there's so many things being going against us. Things in our country aren't turning out and being organised the way in which we would like them, and I'm sure God himself is most displeased with the way things are going, not just here in Britain, but across the world generally. So there's a turning away from God, a marginalising of his people. Nothing new, of course, to Christians, but just when we remember the way that is available through the Lord Jesus Christ, we're not promised a bed of roses. We're not promised that it's going to be easy. It's a difficult path. It's a narrow path. So my prayer is, and my encouragement is, that we just stay on that path. Although the going can be difficult at times, we've got to keep looking to the Lord and realising exactly where our destination is. It's glory. It's not a lost eternity or endless destruction. So that's an encouragement to stay on the road, but there are others perhaps listening to this, and you maybe haven't found that narrow gate yet. You haven't got yourself on that narrow path. You're quite at home, you're quite at ease on the broad way. But again, as the picture reminds us, it's the broad road that leads to destruction. So you've got to get off that road. You've got to get onto the right path. And that is only found through the way that is the Lord Jesus Christ. The world is searching for all sorts of answers in all sorts of different places. The answer's right under their nose. The answer is literally Jesus, but people just can't see that or understand that. So can I ask you, if you haven't yet found that narrow way, if you're not on that pathway, please persevere as well. Keep searching until you find that narrow door. It may not be easy. It may be frustrating, but the answers are there. When you get on that path, everything will fall into place, even in the midst of any difficulties that you would encounter. So, as my friend Norman was able to finally get on the proper path and then persevere to the end, again, a huge congratulations to you, Norman, if you're listening to this. But where the Lord Jesus Christ is concerned, a huge congratulations to all of you who have also persevered, found the door, got onto the path, and are continuing on that path. Again, if I can just show you this, it's quite graphic. You can see the broad road leads to this picture of destruction, where the narrow road leads on to glory itself. And you're in these places for an awful long time, so eternity is a very long time. So it's the best thing you can do to make sure you spend eternity in the right place. And Jesus is the Camino. He is the way, the truth, and the life. So, congratulations to Norman, well done. And for the rest of us who are making our own journey, not through Spain, but through life, there's only two paths, there's only two destinations. Get on the right path. The door is the Lord Jesus Christ himself, and he has the answers to all those questions and all those things that the world wants. And we've just got to find him, and we've got to make sure others find him as well. So again, congratulations to Norman. Congratulations to all who have found the pathway that the Lord has for us, the pathway to glory. And may we encourage each other to persevere on that path and reach that wonderful destination that the Lord has prepared for us, not just for a wee while, but for all of eternity. Okay, thank you for listening. Appreciate you tuning in to these thoughts for the day. Please keep safe, keep praying, and keep on that narrow path that the Lord has for you. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Till that time comes, I'll wish you yet again another bye for now.